I'm sitting down, I'm putting my shoes on. She got one of my hands on her cooter and she's telling me all this stuff. And her sister comes in and I move my hand and her sister's like, hey, Tom, let me get one of them burial guides. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to, take this home to my husband and we want to go over it and all this kind of stuff because we don't have a will and we really want to look at this burial guide. Hey, for one, if y'all want the burial guide, link in the description or on my profile. I reach in my bag, I give her sister a burial guide or whatever. It's a PDF, so you could either print it out or send it to you digitally or whatever. So I leave. I get in my car and I'm just like, I don't know what to do because morally, I would never knowingly want to be in a relationship with a married woman. And I've always said, and I've always heard, like, if you start a relationship like that, that's how you, what do you say? If you find them like that, that's how you're going to lose them or whatever. Right. So I never thought I would want to do anything like that, but I'm not even going to lie. I had real feelings towards this woman. And I know she had feelings towards me and she deceived me into thinking she was single. Cause I mean, like when I tell you, when I replay all of our conversations, I think the chemistry was so heavy. It never came up. Like, now don't get me wrong. She was married. She knew she was married. So she knew she should have said something. So I'm not going to say she shouldn't have. But what I'm saying is at that point, she hadn't lied to me. She just hadn't told me the truth. Now, right now, y'all probably like, Tom, you sound like you fallen in love with red flags. And guess what, people? I did. And I did. Yes, I did. This is what happened. So this sequence of events, I said to myself, I was like, you know what, I'm a dial back from this situation because I don't want to be, what breaks them up or whatever. I personally feel like, so I told her, I was like, look, if you want to see what happens with us, you're going to have to go ahead and get a divorce and, get on your own feet and, whatever, because I can't be the reason you get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? I'm not helping you or facilitating this situation. So she's like, I respect that, whatever. She still would text me, call me all the time. I would answer the phone maybe once or twice or whatever. I end up getting sick. I end up getting pneumonia, like real bad, Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but when you single and you go through some physical adversity, whether it's a sickness, an illness, an injury, anything like that, all your single thoughts and all that stuff go out the window. You be like, dang, I wish I just had one person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, I had some women I could probably call like or something like that. But man, she texted me. I was at the house, like really going through it. I was just like, I told her, I was like, I got pneumonia. I'm real sick. I got the chills right now. She was just like, say less. She came over. She got me together. I can't say nothing bad. She took care of me. And when I tell y'all, it's a difference between a woman loving you and a woman caring for you and caring for you with action. It's just the level of comfort and care that she provided when I was sick. Like I had the chills, like to the point where I was just shivering and, you know what I'm saying? She had made me some soup and, she tried to, get my temperature regulated. She took her clothes off. She got in the bed with me, just body heat and just everything, just care. After that, I was on board. I was like, what do we got to do to get this divorce, together? Because I wanted to be with this woman, like 100%. I went with her to a lawyer, begin the proceedings. And so this is when she starts telling me about how their marriage went south so bad, right? Come to find out, on their wedding night, well, on the night before their wedding, he came home or whatever, back to the hotel or whatever. It was probably like 3 o'clock in the morning. And he had told her, he was like, I had unprotected sex at my bachelor party. And at this point, the wedding was already set. Everybody was coming from out of town. Everything was about to go down. So she went with it. She went all the way through it. And I've heard stories of guys who cheated on a, fiance or whatever on a, bachelor party or whatever. But I just felt like what was happening was deeper than that. So I was like, so you never forgave him? Y'all never went through counseling? Y'all never did anything? And she was like, no, I tried all that. I tried all that, but he just started to go deeper and deeper away. It's almost like when he cheated on me, it's like he retreated emotionally from the whole situation. So I was like, you sure? It sounds like something deeper is going on. Like, is he in a relationship with the person he cheated on you with? Maybe. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, we leave the lawyer's office and she's literally like, about to go back to the house, pack some of her stuff up and come stay with me. And I'm like, bet. Now, and the thing is, when I say now what we were doing was unchurchy, but she was a church girl at heart. And she took her vows serious, but it's just like she really felt like she should have never walked down that aisle because of what happened that night before. So all of this was weighing on her morally, but she was still going through with it, and we were going to move in together. This is I remember this so vividly because I remember how pissed I was in the moment. So this is a Thursday night. She's supposed to come over my house with, some stuff. So bring some of the stuff from her house to my house. So it's probably like 7:00. She didn't show up. 8:00, didn't show up. 10:00, didn't show up. So I text her, didn't respond. The whole next night, it's now Friday. Text her, didn't respond. So now I'm like, I'm in my feelings. And the one thing you don't ever want a Virgo to do is get in their feelings. Because I was invested. Because I broke some of my moral codes to even get to this point. I'm calling her phone. And now I feel stupid because it's like, nigga, I'm time super. I ain't about to just keep calling you now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to do this. And yeah, didn't hear from her till Sunday. Now, Sunday, she calls me and she's just like, Tom. Now, she never called me Tom. Like, never called me Tom. It was always baby or, babe or something like that. Never called me Tom. And I think she even called me Thomas. And she was just like, I'm not going to be able to do it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, I'm not going to be able to move in with you. I'm not going to get a divorce. I'm going to stay with my husband. Something has happened pretty drastic and he really needs me right now. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? What changed that was that drastic? Y'all, why did this man try to unalive himself by jumping off of a 2,000-foot bridge? And he lived, but he was fucked up. Like, fucked up. And she had been in the hospital with him for the last 3 days, because he was basically almost dead. And she felt extremely guilty. She, was going through all of those emotions. And so I had to take a step back and I had to let her go because she wasn't mine to really even take. Man, when I tell y'all that was a hard one, but that wasn't even the twist on the story. So I bump into her like maybe a year later, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, she's divorced now. But I was sort of in a relationship at this point. So she was divorced and she was on her way. She's about to move. And I was just like, so what? You ended up doing the divorce and, I was kind of like, what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? And she just basically told me like the night before the wedding, all this time she had been thinking like he cheated on her, with one of the, females at the, the bachelor party. Come to find out, he cheated on her with his best man. And the best man had a video of it. And he was blackmailing him. Like, basically, pay me money, basically blackmailing him the whole time. Like, basically like you either pay me money or you give me some ass. So he like basically was sexually blackmailing the dude. And she was just like, why didn't you just tell me? And he was just like, I could not tell my wife that I was gay and getting blackmailed by my best man who basically was threatening to expose me with this video. So he's in a home, living in a home, messed up from the accident. She's now moving on. And look at me. I'm out here now, still single. About to go to Target on Friday, dressed up. Can't make this stuff up. But it's just another one of my terrible dating stories. I'll see you in the next one. Yo, if y'all want to get that burial guide, click the link in the description. Got you.